to the Dialogue Internet Podcast Network and another episode of Annie's Adventures. And now here's your host, Annie Perez.
What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to the Annie's Adventures podcast. I missed you. It's been a few weeks. We had a couple of things come up, so we took a little break, but we're back. I have some amazing guests as always, but let me flip the camera real quick so I can do a quick introduction before we start. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I really appreciate it. I have an all-star lineup, guys. I have Emily with UnoMas. How are you doing today? Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming. I have Boot. How's it going? We have BAFerguson guitars in the house. I'm super excited. I'm not even going to lie, guys. When I saw him pull up behind me, I was like, oh, fangirling. And then I have Chef Erick, amazing chef at Taft-Diaz. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me flip this camera real quick. So, as always, I like to start all the podcasts with the same marketing question. What type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? Maybe some things that haven't worked for you. And do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there? And just so you guys know at home, if and when you're ready to take your business to the next level, I can help you at Leo Marketing. We are a local full-service marketing agency here in Central El Paso. We can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and OTT at no cost to you, to use me to do your negotiations. And then we also help you with social media. Video production is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, everything and anything, we can help you under one roof. And then also Annie's Adventures. If you guys are interested in getting featured posts on my page, just reach out to me and we can get you information on that as well. So without further ado, that is not the right button. Hold on, guys. Sorry. They're changing everything on me. How do I do this? Okay. Got it. Emily.
Okay, well, we just launched in February, so very proud to say we use Leo Marketing, and we're just absolutely loving it. They do our social media for us. We're super excited about an upcoming photo shoot. We're finding that social media is what's working for us. Yes, we're a mobile horse trailer bar that can go anywhere, do different events, and so social media has been really, really great for us. We love the posts, of course. If you have the opportunity to work with Leo Marketing, I would absolutely recommend it. They listen, they really understand what we want, and we've just been seeing that. So social media is definitely the way to go. IG, Facebook is huge in El Paso. Yes. We'd love to graduate a little bit more to Snapchat, but that's further down the line, and we definitely are going to move into maybe just some print, hopefully soon.
Okay, watch
out.
So
we will be calling you to negotiate that. But that's what's been working for us in the past. I mean, like I said, we just launched, but in the past businesses that I've worked for before, we haven't really found that a lot of TV works for event space type of things. It's social media, word of mouth, getting people to tell people what you're doing. So another thing, definitely Annie's Adventures sponsored posts. Do it.
Oh, thank you.
That's what works for us.
I appreciate it. And do you have any tips or advice for any business owners out there, people in the event party planning arena?
You know what I think is super important that we have found now with this new mobile trailer space is that it's really important to get out to different places.
Yes.
So that people can kind of see the trailer, and then that kind of leads to them telling other people. We've definitely been at farmers markets, and we've had a lot of people come to us, and then they call us on the phone and say, my mom saw you at a farmers market. Can we hire you? So works. That's definitely what's working. Get out there. Even if you're out there just with flyers or just information on your event space. Super important.
Well, we'll get into this, but who doesn't want a bar at their event?
Right? Who doesn't want a bar?
Event. You don't need the liquor license because they got you. We'll get into that right now.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right, Boot. So, what type of marketing? I know you've been around. Your page says 2008-ish. Yeah. What type of marketing have you done? What works for you? Maybe what doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there?
Sure. I started out using social media. Started with Facebook. And that was the early days of Facebook, right when MySpace was dying. I'm dating myself, but social media is I've done some radio here and there. There was a smaller radio station in South Carolina when I lived there. It was like $50 a week or something like that.
What?
So it was like, it was a non-profit. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, but it was very local, right?
Yeah.
And I was doing a lot of repairs and all that stuff. But social media is really what did it, and just documenting what I was doing at every level. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I think that's my advice to business owners, that sometimes we overthink it, and we go like, well, my page has to look a certain way. Everything's got to have a certain continuity. Like, no, just do it.
Just do it.
Exactly. Like,
man, boo, you know exactly what's up. I know a lot of businesses struggle with that, and they're like, I don't want to post daily because I don't want to get on their nerves or anything.
Yeah.
But they're not even seeing your stuff with the organic reach. You know what I mean? So
Exactly,
just do it.
Yeah,
Get
just
outside
do it.
of your head and get the content out there.
yeah, and use hashtags too. Like, hashtags they don't have to make sense. Just what you feel goes with what you're posting. You know? If there happens to be a picture of a turtle, do hashtag turtle. No big deal.
Yes,
Like, and
it's
someone will
that
find it.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then using all the other platforms. I think right now Instagram has worked the best for me. A little bit of when Periscope came out, that was huge, and I did a whole bunch. Yeah, and the live streams also help a lot, and then TikTok as well. Like, I know a lot of people are resistant towards TikTok, but like,
I cannot grow it, man. I don't know how to grow it.
It's the most organic reach, and,
Yeah.
and it's just, I think where Reels on Instagram differs from TikTok, it's like Reels gets caught up on using certain soundtracks, whereas TikTok, it's kind of the same thing. Just throw it out there. It doesn't have to have music. Doesn't have to have anything. Just keep throwing it out there, and every day if you can, you know.
Yeah.
And then
It's
little by little it starts growing.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Great info. Thank you. All right, Chef Erick.
No, the same. I think we've been using a lot of social media to promote our business, and Instagram and Facebook for the most part. I think there's a video of TikTok here and there, which I think they're kind of popular. But yeah, I would advise the same to everybody, not to be shy, just to tell us you're out there and let us know, because that's the only way everybody will find out about you and like reach out to you and buy your stuff or use your products.
100%. No one else is going to do it for us, right? So we got to get out there and be proactive and promote ourselves any way that we can. Let me flip this camera real quick. And I'm glad, like I mentioned before with what Boot said, just get the information out there, guys. Don't overthink things. It's as easy as you work in a restaurant and you prepared a dish. 15-second stories on you plating that dish, or a 15-second story on you sanding down the wood for building a guitar. Building a guitar, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Is it building? Okay, cool. Get the content out there. Post at least once a day on your feed, and at least 3 to 5 stories a day if possible. It is very possible. You guys have seen my page. You know it can be done. Just do it. It's only going to help you. The organic reach is less than 1% on Facebook and Instagram. Don't stop posting on Facebook. I know it's discouraging. Both Facebook and Instagram are getting less likes and blah, 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 blah. But you have to play the game. It's all a big chess game, okay? They want you to pay to play. Just like any other business, there's a time and a place for TV, radio, billboard, and print. But you have to pay to play, right? Same on social media. So once you start doing those sponsored posts, you're going to open up the range. More doors are going to open on the targeting and all that good stuff. But don't stop posting. Don't get discouraged. We still see it. We don't have to like everything because we've been on Facebook for now over 10 years or whatever. If we like the stuff, we follow your page, so we see the post daily. Don't get discouraged. Just do the work. All right. That being said, let's go on and jump into our first business. We have UnoMas with Emily. Brand new business, just hit the scene in February. It's a gorgeous mobile bar.
It is, and we definitely know there's definitely other mobile bars in town, but we worked really hard when we were designing it and looking at it. Our mobile bar is made out of reclaimed California redwood. It was done for us by a friend in Sacramento.
But he got excited when he heard that. He's like, yeah, that's good stuff.
He kind of just put his hands to it. Everything he did, like just copper fillings, different things. We really love our trailer.
Beautiful.
Not that anyone else's, they're all beautiful, but ours is really different, and we really, really like it. And so we launched in February because they shipped it to us. We finally got it. We were so excited. And we just wanted to do something different. And so we also have a venue 1828, small venue in the Cotton Yandell area.
Yep, central.
We have had that venue for a number of years, but we remodeled it, and we did it very, I know you've seen it, Annie, very kind of Mexican. We're going towards the margarita mimosa look with some locally bought cactuses.
You guys okay over there? Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. And so we love it. So we have our venue as well, and we just kind of have partnered them together. Our venue is available to be rented as well. Small parties, rehearsal dinners is kind of what we've been working on, baby showers. And then the trailer can go anywhere.
Yes.
As you mentioned before, we are fully licensed by TABC. We are the only ones that are fully licensed. So you don't have to worry about a thing. And we just take care of it all. So we're really proud of it. My business partner is trained at Le Cordon Bleu, so everything we do, we decided early on we're not going to go to the store and buy orange juice. We're not going to go to the store and buy syrups. Everything we do is made. We make everything with fresh fruit. If we can't find that fruit in season, we're definitely in the car driving to Dallas or Phoenix to find.
Yeah, you messaged me like I make my monthly trips to HEB.
Yeah, we just want to do everything a little bit different, and so her margaritas, I'm telling you, are the best margaritas you'll ever have. We are working on our little mocktail line right now. So we've come up with mojitos, which are like
cool.
mocktail mojitos. So we have something for everybody. We curate every single event to your liking.
Yes.
So whatever we sit with our clients, we just had a bride the other day. We sat with them. We created 3 signature drinks for her wedding. And, of course, we will serve the regular bar items, Jack and Coke, those types of things. But we curate every event to your liking. We can also do food as well. And we can do anything. We've had donut things. We've had Mexican snack areas out of the trailer. So we're really, really proud of UnoMas and what it's doing. So you can catch us right now if you are not invited to an event we've been rented for, but you can catch us at all the farmers markets on the weekend. This weekend we'll be out at Hobby Lobby on Sunday, and there's a huge Horizon Farmers Market on Saturday that we'll be out at, serving our margaritas, mimosas, and mocktails.
I love it. And I saw you were at one of the markets where Dom was at that new spot.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
can't believe I ate a vegan hot dog, but
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was so good, right?
It was
I love
excellent.
It. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. Supporting local businesses. But again, for whatever event that you're looking for, you guys custom create you tell them the theme you're going for. They can decorate the trailer. They can decorate the event party hall. And it's full service. Like, you guys help them from start to finish.
It is, and we can do anything. Like I said, the bride we just met with, her venue ended up saying, you can't do this and you have to do this. So we're actually, Sarah, who's my business partner, is making her bouquet. Mm-hmm. We are going to get some pampas grass and do an arch for her. So I worked in the event space before. We had a ballroom. Yes. Unfortunately, COVID did end up hitting us extremely hard, so we moved out of that space, but we can do anything for any event. We really can. We're not just a mobile bar, which is what we really like. Yeah. We are working right now. I'm just going to plug it. We have a business in 5 Points in Manhattan Heights, is where our former ballroom was. Yes. So we're going to turn that parking lot into like a food truck area, because there's all those bars around there.
I want to say shut up, but that's so rude.
It is.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so we're going to call it Friday 5 Points, or 5 Points on Fridays. I will.
All right.
We're going to get that going. So
in my hood, I'm so excited.
I know. I'm excited too. But we're definitely working on a lot of different things, and we're available for any kind of party. And our trailer, I know you've seen it. Mm-hmm. It is small enough. It fits in a front yard, a backyard, side of a house.
Yes.
And any kind of wedding venue. So
that's awesome. And again, they can go on and decorate. They'll help you with catering. They help with the bartending. They can help you with finding, sourcing, balloon bars, da-da-da-da-da.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so I highly recommend, and I do remember we've worked together in the past.
Yes,
and beautiful venue, always a beautiful venue, always a beautiful evening and event, because you guys do it up really, from head to toe. So
no, we do. We really enjoy what we're doing, and we're really loving this mobile bar space, and we've come up with just some crazy cocktails that they're so interesting, and people are loving flavors that I would never have thought go together. And people will come to us and be like, I want this flavor and this flavor, and we just work it and experiment and practice until we get something excellent. So we're really excited.
So again, guys, if you're looking for an event space, they have one located here in central El Paso off of Cotton and Yandel, is that the street? And then, of course, the mobile bar, you can also book for the same events because they have a side space on that event so they can park it there. Or you take that mobile bar to any place that you want to go. Any place.
Go anywhere.
Any place. And they come with their liquor license. So you don't need anything. They take care of all that, guys. And why I stress that is because it's not always the case.
No, it's not. And it actually is just a really easy thing for a client to not have to worry, because right now, even with COVID, I know they say it's waning, but people haven't been able to cross to Juarez and come back and forth with all their bottles that are less expensive. And so we do things at cost for our clients, but it just makes it so much easier for you to tell us what you need and we get it for you. And it's just a done deal. And so we're really enjoying that.
No stress.
Nothing. All you have to do is kind of taste and then decide which and then drink, right? Yes.
All you got to do is call Emily.
Give us a call.
How do they call you?
So, oh my goodness, 915, and I'm blank on my phone number. Can you even believe that?
No.
So 915-262-9176. We're on Instagram, UnoMas ELP. You can definitely message us there. That's the easiest. That's been our bread and butter right now. Instagram has been so wonderful to us. You guys have been great with our posting. But give us a call, message us on Instagram, email us, unomaselp@gmail.com. However you want to get a hold of us. Our venue is Venue 1828. They are tied together. You can rent the venue on its own. But we definitely want to open up our venue as well to people. If you have a band that you want to host, if you want to do a singles night, it doesn't have to be a baby shower. That venue, you've seen it. It's
full service.
Yeah,
kitchen.
It's full service.
Full
kitchen.
bar.
And we're ready.
3 dining, different seating areas.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is. So we just, whoever, if you're out there, you want to host an event, give us a call. Our venue can accommodate.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
And then if we think of anything else, just let me know. I just want to make sure that same for you guys, we don't miss anything. All right. Awesome. Boo. How you doing?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm good. So you have BAFerguson guitars.
Yeah.
I recently found you a few months ago, and I've been fangirling you since. I've been trying to learn to play the bass and guitar. Your guitars are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And then after I found you, I started seeing other people posting your guitars,
Sure,
all these awesome musicians everywhere, all over. So let's go on and just do a deep dive.
Sure.
Who are you? What do you? Why? How?
Wow, we're getting existential here. Oh yeah. Well, my name is Ramon Arrcola.
Yes.
But I go by Boot.
Okay.
And right over there. Okay.
All cameras. Yeah.
Gotcha. And so I grew up actually right across the street from Austin High School.
Okay.
And I did my apprenticeship with Barry Martin, who still to this day fixes guitars. He's the owner of Frets and Necks Guitar Specialty, and I apprenticed with him for 2 years. Halfway through, I got married. Then we moved to my wife's home state, which is South Carolina, and for about 15 years, built my business there and did repairs, retail, lessons, made guitars, and also ran sound for city events over there. But our move back here was sort of it was strategic for our family, but also to kind of focus on doing what I really love to do, and that's building guitars. And so I kind of took several steps back to take several forward. And so fast forward, we're here now, and I went from building 10 to 20 guitars a year when we were in South Carolina to now I'm doing by myself, and occasionally my wife helps, and a friend of mine from time to time will also come help. His name's Ernie, but I'm doing just over 50 guitars a year right now.
Wow.
And so it's a lot of fun. Most of it by hand. I did recently get a CNC machine to help me just rough out some things and kind of speed up the process on a lot of the repeatable things. But yeah, that's I guess the gist of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you said that your mentor is from here in El Paso.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, his name's Barry Martin. A lot of musicians in town know him, and you know, I apprenticed with him for about 2 years. And when I moved, you know, he kind of told me like, look, you know, I've taught you as much as I can. From this point out, it's just practice. Just keep doing it, and you'll keep getting better at it. You know, and so and I kind of found my own way of doing it as well. You know.
Sure.
I think that's with art forms, right? Whether it's cooking or
An artist,
serving,
yeah.
it's
You
just,
have your own
you
style.
find your own style, yeah. So that's kind of how that all went.
That's awesome. So tell me, I'm so sorry. Jiminy Crickets. So I see your videos, and it's really cool. And you do exactly what you're saying. You post the videos of you. Today we're gonna do this on the guitar. This is the neck, or just really cool, aesthetically pleasing pictures of your guitars in general. So what am I trying to say, Annie? Who are the people that play your guitars? Who are the people that sell your guitars?
Sure, yeah. Well, as far as people who play my guitars, let's see here. I'm blanking a little bit, but
I know I kind of threw you in a corner.
the guitar player from Walk the Moon. He's got one of my guitars. One of the guys that does session work for Lord Huron plays my guitars. The Revivalists I think is one of the biggest that I know of.
Yeah.
They played on Stephen Colbert and the Austin City Limits
Wow.
with my guitar, and it just
That's awesome.
If you've seen the movie, two movies, Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
You've heard my guitar.
What?
And Luca, you've heard my mandolin.
Okay.
And so
That's
yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
So you do mandolins also.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, acoustic instruments. Yeah, the guy that. So talking about those two movies, there's a guy named Andrew Sinowek who composes for like Cobra Kai, like a bunch of movies. Like he has a website. If you go to andrewsinowek.com, he lists all his gear, and my guitar is on there. and
That's
stuff.
so cool,
It's
man.
Cool, yeah. And then the list of movies he's done, and it's pretty much like every movie you can think of. Like
I'm just over here
he's on
like,
the soundtrack.
dude, you're like kind of a big deal. Like,
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, like, you are. And if you're at home and you've been looking for a new guitar, I definitely recommend you check out his work. And, you know, if it's good enough for these fellas, I'm sure it's good enough for you. And you have, like, you distribute your guitars at other stores? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a couple of music stores. There's Coast Sonic in California, Strum PDX in Portland, blanking right now, Music Authority in Georgia, as well as Southern Guitars, Soul City Sound in Philadelphia, Axe and You Shall Receive in Canada,
Cool name.
and then I just picked up a dealer in Japan.
What?
So yeah.
Dude, you're all over the world. This is amazing. Did you ever, like, when you were, like, sitting there, like, hey, I want to learn to make guitars, and you're like, dude, like, look at you. That's pretty cool.
I don't think about it that much. I kind of still sit in disbelief. I just
Sure.
because right now, you know, I'm just thinking about I've got to get these guitars
Yeah,
made. You
work.
know? And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's awesome. And you play yourself, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I play drums mostly, but I do play guitar. That was my first instrument.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll play mandolin and some other things, but mostly
awesome.
guitar and drums. Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in purchasing a guitar from, you can, of course, go to any of those vendors or go straight to the source.
Yeah, you can go to BAFerguson.com. I'm usually booked a year out. 'Cause
Okay.
I do everything in small batches. So
Yes.
the way that works is you know, it's half down to save your spot in the batch, and then the other half isn't due until the guitar's ready
Guitar's
to
ready.
ship.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that time may change a little bit depending on how the CNC helps me, you know, this year.
Sure.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. And if anybody is wanting, like, if they're going straight to you, they're able to customize it sometimes?
To a degree, yeah. It was funny. I was having a conversation with one of my friends in the industry about. It was actually this morning about how sometimes custom is a dirty word for us. You know, like just because The reason I don't put custom in the name, it's not BAFerguson Custom Guitars, it's just BAFerguson Guitars, because sometimes the impression, if you just put the word custom in there, is that you'll do just about anything for them. And I think the thing that I've been able to do is, I made a decision. It was in 2011. We did our first trade show, and at that point, we came back. It was a horrible experience, but it was an experience that made me go, you know what, like, I'm going to do this for me, and I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yes.
And from that, people ended up liking it. So I'm like, okay, all right.
Stay true, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's definitely several aspects that can be customized.
Like color is what I'm.
Yeah, color, wood type, you know,
Okay.
and there's 3 different tiers. There's the flyweight tier, standard, and the deluxe, which is like the utmost, like, if you want some crazy exotic wood within reason, you know, like I do a lot of reclaimed woods as well, old pianos and things like that.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, as long as it's within reason and it's not a wood that's borderline illegal or things like that. Like, because it can get there.
Really?
So yeah, I just go, we can do that, you know, and so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Here in El Paso, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I don't know if I saw on there, you work with monk drums?
I did,
okay,
yeah,
you did,
for a
okay.
little while, yeah.
Awesome. Very cool drum also.
Yeah.
So very cool. Is there anything else that we wanted to mention before, did we cover it all?
I think so, yeah. Just go to BAFerguson.com,
Yeah.
Instagram, all the social media.
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Awesome. Go order your guitars and tell them I sent you. Awesome. Thanks, Boot.
Thanks.
All right, Chef. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Back here at this podcast, ready to go. So I want to know about Chef Erick. How long have you been been doing your thing? Not necessarily chef, because I feel like you went to culinary school, but people have passions and they start before culinary school. Yeah. So I know your sister. I love her. She's amazing, and she's been telling me for years about my brother. Oh, he's such a, because she knows how much I love to eat, and she's like, oh my gosh, when it comes to time, you have to try. So what was I telling you earlier? Like, I put it together that we hang out with the same people.
Right.
And we hang out at the same barbecues and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just put the connection that you guys are brother and sister. And so that was very cool. So I feel like I know you. But you know what I mean? So go on and tell us about yourself. This is your passion. You can tell. If you taste his food, you'll tell it's his passion. So please.
No, I mean, been doing this for a little over 10 years now. Started out when I was 16. I was still in high school, but I started as a dishwasher, and then I just kind of kept doing it. I knew since the beginning that I was gonna cook, but you know, when you're young and everything, you're not really reliable, so they just give you the job of like scrubbing pots and pans.
Sure.
But
which
which is helpful, you know, like it's good to start from the bottom. And then from there I just kept going and got a real job here in town, then got different offers, different places, and took them. And then after a few years I just got the opportunity to come back here and work at Taft-Diaz. So I thought at the moment it was the best decision that I could make at the time, and it was. I think it's very important that people wanted to bring or to have more, like, you know, like to bring a different thing here, and it worked out. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
So tell me, where else have you gone to be a chef at? Like,
well, be a chef just here, but like I worked I was in Chicago for 4 years. I also opened the one hotel for the Wynn Company, like the Wynn Resorts in Boston. And and that was pretty much it. In Chicago, I worked in a few restaurants, from super casual dining to like Michelin star restaurants. So that definitely gave me a different point of view. I also had the chance to do an internship in Spain for a few months, which that I think that was a point that changed my career.
Yeah.
I think that's a point that made me pay more attention to detail and like to be more exact in everything.
Okay.
So ever since that internship, I think that's when my career changed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. And so I know what you mean by it's cool how El Paso's wanting to incorporate new cuisine type, because yours is completely different. You know, it's not stuff you typically see here in El Paso. I went to your Valentine's 13-course meal. Gorgeous.
It was long.
I was so full, but it was so good and it was beautiful, and it was a collaboration dinner with another chef from El Paso who's moved on and doing other things as well. So that was a treat to see him as well, and
Yeah.
to do that. What type of food do you say you specialize in? What is
Well,
the name?
well, traditionally, Taft-Diaz, the restaurant I'm at now, is more known for like a Mexican flair kind of twist on things. But now we've been focusing more on like, I don't know, like I guess I wouldn't call it like European or American or Mexican. I would just call it like whatever combines and works and is good. That's what we do. Like if we have a duck confit from France, like that's French, European, and we wanted to throw some Mexican chilies in it, or
Yes.
like why not? Like,
because nobody does that stuff. It's like, yeah, you got the duck or you got the Mexican food, but who's gonna throw that stuff together and make something delicious out of it?
right. And I think we don't really follow any rules per se,
It's
like
fun.
just whatever we think is best and is good together, like that's what we
That's
do.
what it is.
That's what it is.
And does your menu change often?
It changes 3 to 4 times per year.
Okay, so it's seasonal.
It's seasonal. Yeah, we work with a lot of local farms here in El Paso. Well, not a lot, a few. A local farms here in El Paso, which we're very proud of. They have amazing product, which they bring to us every week. Also, we have a mushroom farm. A mushroom farmer that she's in Las Cruces.
Okay.
She drives every week, every Friday. She comes by
Bring you some shrooms.
for some mushrooms, not only to us, but a couple of restaurants here in El Paso. So they're amazing. Also, I don't know, a few more farms that brings us more specific stuff, like flowers or things that you don't really see a lot around here. That sometimes I'm surprised of the stuff they bring us.
You're like,
Right.
I'll play with this.
Like sometimes I'm like, whoa, I've seen this before, but I never thought we could grow it here.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that's
know?
cool. So
And
that's awesome. So what I'm hearing is that you truly are going to get some dishes that you're not going to find anywhere else. Period. And maybe with ingredients that you're also not going to find anywhere else.
well, ingredients that I've seen, for example, like in Chicago, that I thought like, well, this is from here, from Chicago. They're like, I'll never see this again, or it's gonna be really expensive. Sometimes the farm comes to us and be like, hey, good, look what I got.
Wow.
And guess what? Like, it's a surprise to us, and I'm like, oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's exciting. So that's what we do. We try to change our menu pretty often, like we spoke before. Seasonality is a big thing for us. Supporting local farmers and everything, and also we've been doing a few series. Well, it's not really a series, but we're trying to come into more collaborations with chefs, not only from all over the country, but also from here,
Yes.
to highlight local talent.
Yeah.
Like I have a few friends here. I'm sure you
Yeah, I'm just so here. I'm just like, yes, I'm falling over everything you're saying because it's true. Like, I tell El Paso all the time, you guys know me in arts. I'm always pushing local artists and stuff like that. But local arts, you know what I mean? Like, it comes in different forms. And culinary arts, oh my God, taste the best.
Yes.
But there's so much talent in the city. It's ridiculous. There's so much talent.
There
and
is.
it's really cool when you find people who are willing to work with each other instead of against each other, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you get some really amazing things out of that when you let it happen.
Exactly.
So, so do you have an event coming up soon that you want to promote?
No, not. We're working on the next thing, but definitely within the next 2 months,
Stay tuned.
or actually the next 2 weeks, we're
Oh.
gonna change our menu. So
Okay.
new exciting dishes are gonna come out for spring, and also we're working on creating this tasting series on like Thursdays. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 times a month or one time a month,
Okay.
but we're gonna start doing some tastings on Thursdays. 7 courses,
7 courses?
7 or 6,
Okay.
anywhere from 5 to 7.
Okay.
It just like the cool idea behind that is that if we see me or my kitchen crew or my sous chef or anybody in the restaurant sees an ingredient that they want to work with, and it's like weird or different, we'll get it and we'll just serve 10 people, 8 people per week or a month, and just like kind of showcase that ingredient. Or also it helps with like if the farm has anything, like, hey, you know what, we got an abundance of green garlic, for example.
That's true.
Like, hey, you know what, we'll get the, like, like help each other.
Yeah.
And use it because
We don't want to waste it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's also like a learning experience for us to work with that ingredient specifically.
100%.
So that's cool.
That's cool. So what I heard, I do that a lot. Sorry, is everybody needs to get in there before the next 2 weeks if you haven't tried their current menu, or to get it before it's gone, and then after 2 weeks to try the new spring menu and get a taste of that as well. Yeah.
Correct.
Stay tuned. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Taft-Diaz, Stanton House. So you can go on and keep up with their upcoming events and their tasting dinners. And then also reach out to me, Taft-Diaz. Reach out to me, Stanton House. I'm ready to help you out. But Chef, I know there are people at home. We just heard from Emily. She's got her beautiful event mobile bar and her location. There's other people planning different events going on in town. If anybody, do you do private catering?
Of course, we do private parties at the restaurant. Just contact sales at stantonhouse.com, which is a hotel we're located inside. And my coworkers will reach out to you back, and we do parties for weddings, for rehearsal dinners, or and even like a meeting, like a lunch meeting, or like yesterday we had a buyout for this dental company, so they brought a bunch of people in and they all ate.
Nice.
And they rented the whole restaurant.
And the
So
bar is gorgeous.
yeah,
Custom drinks.
huh?
Downtown. Yeah.
Good wine list.
Oh yeah. You guys have a lot of. I don't know anything about wine, but that is very impressive in there. And then you guys also have a diamond on the wall. Tell me about that.
Yes. I forget about it all the time, to be honest. We are 4 Diamond Award for the AAA.
What does that mean?
It's kind of like I'm confused. There's a company that rates hotels and restaurants,
Okay.
and the highest you can get is a 5 Diamond Award, and we've been lucky enough to get 4 out of 5.
Here in El Paso. What are y'all doing? What are you sleeping on? You're not sleeping at the Stanton House. That's what's up. But you should be. And you should be eating their food too. And you should be playing BAFerguson guitars. And you should be drinking from UnoMas. Right? Right? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Is there anything that anybody maybe thought of that we missed? I don't want to miss anything.
Watch out for a concert series too.
What? Tell me more. Tell me. I'm always looking for live music.
Coming up here in a few weeks. Actually, this Saturday. Starting this Saturday, we're gonna have a band play in our rooftop.
What? That is cool.
We have a rooftop event this Saturday, and I think it's the first one of a summer series, I think.
Yeah.
And we'll have live music there.
I'm trying to think. The Stanton House. I'm pretty sure you guys are next to where the percolator used to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
On Stanton House, right across Wells Fargo.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I've been on that rooftop when I was. I'm a photographer, and we always like go indoors we shouldn't go on and everything. And it's gorgeous up there. It's a treat. You should definitely do it legally and go to Stanton House this Saturday. That sounds so cool. I'm excited about that. I'm always looking for live music, so tag me in your all's flyers, all of you guys, please, and I will always share them. Thank you guys so much at home for listening and watching. Go local as much as possible. If you're interested, I do have a website, anniesadventuresep.com. You can go there and find a list of things to do. The weather's starting to get warmer. You'll find a page dedicated to food. If you're interested in advertising on there, let me know as well. And if you're interested in getting a featured post on Annie's Adventures Facebook and Instagram, please reach out to me, and we'll go on and send you guys some new customers. Thank you so much, and as always, go local and tell them I sent you. See you later. Bye.
You can catch all episodes of Annie's Adventures with Annie Bettis on most podcast platforms that you subscribe to: Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Ivy.fm, and TuneIn.com. And you can always go to DialogueEP.com to check out all our podcasts. Thank you for listening.